Bandeko bayekoli nazo yamba bino. Soyez tous et toutes les bienvenus na chaîne oyo ya bino. Epai nyoso oyo bozali na Kenya, na Tanzanie, na Uganda, na Zimbabwe wana, partout en Afrique, même na poto, na États-Unis. Oyo ezali Liteya Liboso. Lelo nalingi na pesa bino conseil moko ya malamu na ndenge nini bokoki koyekola balangue nyoso, Lingala me balangue nyoso malamu. Po oyekola Lingala malamu, il faut okanga biloko minei. Très important. Na minoko nyonso tozali na processus ya ndenge moko ya koyekola langue. Ba quatre choses oyo ezali nini? Ya liboso, il faut ozala mutu oyo akoki kokoma malamu, kokoma Lingala, kokoma même si ezali français, anglais, balangue nyoso. Il faut okoma malamu, il faut otanga malamu. Wana ezali compréhension écrite. Il faut tanga malamu, il faut oyoka pe malamu. Soki moto azoloba Lingala, il faut oyoka malamu. Wana eza compréhension orale. Yasuka, il faut oloba langue oyo, il faut oloba Lingala. Kokoma malamu, koyoka malamu, Kotanga. Soki ozali capable ya koloba monoko wana te, ekopesa yo eloko te. Parce que na balangue nyoso, il faut ozala capable même ya kozala na discussion moko ya molai te, même ba discussion courte wana na camarade na yo ya quartier wana bosolola na Lingala. Alors botika nasala explication oyo na anglais parce que chaîne oyo ezali pona bato oyo balabaka français te, langue na bango ya liboso ezali anglais. Alors botika na pesa explication oyo na anglais. So ladies and gentlemen, as I have said, learning a language requires 4 main things. Any language, not Lingala only. You need to be able to, at the end of it all, be able to write properly that language. I've emphasized time and again that Lingala is basically an oral language, meaning it's not written that much. It has been passed down orally. So, having said that, still it would be nice if you can write it down. That's the basic thing with the languages. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody is. Apart from writing, you need to be able to read a language. Read and understand. All right? That's written comprehension. The third one is you need to be able to listen to somebody speaking Lingala so that, and you understand what they are saying. That is oral comprehension. Compréhension orale. The other one was compréhension écrite. Alright, if you can read a text written in Lingala and understand, that's compréhension écrite. Compréhension orale, listen to somebody speaking, understand what they are saying, and make sense out of it. That's the most important thing. So those are three things. The last and most important, when you are doing all that, you are able to write, you are able to read and understand, you are able to listen and understand. All those three things are geared towards just one goal. So number 4, you must be able to speak the language you are learning. And in this case, that's Lingala. It does not help much if you are learning a language and at the end of it all, you cannot hold the most basic of conversations. And that is where many fail, especially for my target audience, people whose official language is English and other languages, like in East Africa, English and Kiswahili, but they would love to know Lingala and understand it. The reason for this love of Lingala is all of us know, because the music, the rumba music coming from the Democratic Republic of Congo has made people fall in love with Lingala, not only in East Africa, the whole of Africa and the whole world. So people want to know Lingala, but the problem is English speakers. All right? So what I have seen is people are taught, they translate things directly. Word-to-word translation. They can make some sense of what is being said, either in songs or in conversations. But the problem comes when they are expected to speak. You will speak to them, they will understand most of it or some of it. They have the response in their head, but they cannot voice it because they have no practice and they are afraid. Fear of the unknown. They don't want to make mistakes. That's the biggest mistake you can make. As somebody who has learned languages, I speak French. Excuse me. I speak French and Lingala. Started speaking French as a child. I've learned it formally because French, unlike Lingala, is both a written and an oral language, which is taught formally in schools. I've learned it formally, so I know all the tricks of learning a language. So what most of you do, which is the mistake that you do, is that you learn Lingala for years, writing, translating, doing this and that, but you are forgetting number 4, speaking. Bokoki Kokoma malamu, boko Kotanga malamu, bozo yoka Lingala, bozo comprendre Lingala. Bokoki ko solola na motu te. Bozo banga. Bozo banga kosala ba faute. Bozo banga kosala ba faute, mais pour comprendre ba langue nioso Lingala, okosala ba faute. Je vous assure, okosala ba faute. Mais c'est normal. C'est normal. En français, on dit, c'est en forgeant qu'on devient forgeron. That's what they say in French. you become better by practice. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go on this journey together. One thing that I have to add, that I have to mention, is that the curse of Lingala is that it is mixed with French, some French, most of the time. The Lingala being spoken now is not pure Lingala that was spoken by the Bangala, no. Alright? It is actually mixed with two things. It's mixed with French, it's also mixed with Sheng. The Congolese who have gone to school speak Lingala that is adulterated with French. And that's the way it is. Just like in Kenya, people who are learned will speak Kiswahili, they mix it with English. But the Congolese who are in the quartier uko, kenda bapaka jumba wana ba selemba wana ba commune o misusu ba you will find that they mix their Lingala with Sheng. We call it in French argot. You must understand these two. And then there's another angle. And that's why you need to know Lingala is a dynamic language. It changes all the time. You have to keep up with the change. There are also words in Lingala that are borrowed from the other languages that are spoken in the DRC. The most common is Kikongo, because Kikongo is also a national language in the DRC. There are so many Kikongo language words that are mixed in Lingala, and you may not know. If you are not a native speaker, you won't know. And these words are sung in songs. So you find a learner like you trying to understand the meaning of these words, and you are you are looking at the few Lingala books that are there, dictionary, and you're not getting anything. And you start wondering why. The reason is that that word is not Lingala. It's a borrowed word. It's a borrowed word. So I will dedicate a lesson for those words, some of those words, so that you can know some of the common ones that you hear in songs and maybe you've come across. I'm going to dedicate a lesson for that. For now, I just wanted to open up your mind so that you know that Lingala is quite dynamic. It's not a straitjacket language that it's this and that's it. No. So I'll dedicate a lesson for the Congo languages and Congo words and others that have been incorporated into Lingala and how they are used in everyday conversations, so that you may not know that this is not actually pure Lingala. I'll do the same with French. Actually, with French, it will run in all the lessons because, and by the way, my approach, as I said, is it's an engagement. I want to move away from the direct translations and those other things, because those words, there are other teachers on Facebook here and elsewhere who are doing a good job about that, helping you with translations of songs and all that. Very good. So I don't want to repeat that. That's not what I'm going to repeat. My approach is quite practical, quite different, not very formal. All right. So yeah, I hope you will get something from this engagement, and let's meet in the next lesson. Au revoir.